Hey guys, how you going? I just got myself a new piece of gear. It is a Lowepro Magnum 400 AW bag. I'm really excited to talk about it and give it a quick little review just to see what I can fit into it and how I'm going to use that in my field. Let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing we can see are these two big belt buckles on the top here, and they are combined with a very big heavy duty zip on the inside line. That will be very helpful for if I quickly need to get something out of the bag. I can leave the zip unopened and just use these two belt buckles and quickly open the lid. So let's continue with the outside, and on either side we can see that there are these two large big zippered pockets on either side, and you can store a number of things in here like paper or other small little utensils. It does also come with this really thick padded shoulder strap, which will be good for long days where I need to have this on my shoulder and on my person at all times. It's going to make it more comfortable for myself or the wearer, and that was one thing that I was really looking forward to about this bag, is having this extra secure padding. Also on the back here we can see these two straps, which can be used if you're going around an airport. You can attach these to your suitcase. They connect to the luggage handle, and on the bottom you can see this really thick padded section, which means that I can throw this bag around and chuck it down quickly, and everything on the inside is going to be protected, so that's good to know. On this front section here you can see this other big double zippered pocket, which I'm using for some notepads, other important pieces of information. I've got my remote camera shutter in here, I've got some business cards, and I could probably put some pens and stuff in there as well. Lots of space again. It has this forward facing pocket in the front flap, which I'm using for my lens protection cases and covers and other small things like that that could be loose. Looking from the top now, we can see that there is 3 handles altogether, which again are padded and quite strong. It has 2 on the sides here, so if you're picking it up out of a car boot, you've got 2 steady handles and then another one just in the middle if you're picking it up from there. It also has these 2 straps on the top, which you could use for a tripod to slide all the way through, which I find good because sometimes with the backpack you can find with the tripod sitting in the side that it can sometimes stab into your back. So I find this way of putting the tripod on beneficial to me. With the strap on the top there, it's going to hang along the side, which should be better for a longer day shoot. Alright, just opening it up now, and you can see immediately there is a lot of space on the interior. Firstly, let's talk about this SD card holding pouch. It does have 4 individual pouches or pockets on the front, as well as this larger zippered pouch on the inside, which I'm currently using for a lapel mic and some other SD cards, battery holders and other small things like that. The one issue with this is that because it is so small, I can find myself during the day picking this up, unzipping it, taking something out and then putting it aside, not necessarily somewhere back inside the bag. This is essentially the most important part of the bag. This holds all the SD cards and your data, and it would be very painful to lose this during a shoot. So I think I'm going to find some way to attach this to the bag, and there is a couple of little notches here I can attach something to it, but I find that would be the main issue for myself and other people also. Okay, so here are the main compartments of the bag. So this first little slot here, that would be for your main body. I've got my 600D in here at the moment because I'm shooting on my 5D Mark III. But as you can see, this can take most camera bodies with a lens attached to it. These compartments up the top are for all the lenses. On the left here, I've got my neck lucky strap. I currently have my wrist strap on my 5D Mark III, and these are all the pockets for the lenses. In here I've got the 75 to 300, I've got my 50mm, I've got my 85mm, and this one at the end is currently reserved for a lens which I will talk about later on. So this second main compartment, I have my battery grip, flash, tripod, and my filter pouch. You can see in here that there is heaps of space, and I should also mention, like with most bags, they are all connected with Velcro and can be customizable to how you want it. So you could have anything in there and change it to how you think would be the best way to fit it. It does also have these 2 large pouches in the top as well, which are zippered up, and it has this sort of like plastic lining in there, so I dare say that would be the most waterproof part of the bag. So you could put a phone or other pieces of paper or anything you want to keep safe, maybe an external hard drive or more SD cards. But as you can see, there is lots of little pockets and space inside this bag. Lastly, I should point out this bag also does have a protective weather cover, which is located in this big large pocket at the back. So you can see there, that is what the bag looks like when it has the waterproof protective cover over it, and it does have these Velcro straps on the side which do allow you to leave the strap hanging out. So yeah, that's my quick review of the bag. I can see myself using it at weddings and other events like that that require me to carry a large amount of gear over a long period of time. The comfortability of the strap is something I'm really looking forward to, as sometimes a backpack when you're going on hikes and stuff can really dig into your shoulders after a while, even though it is quite padded. When you have got loads of photography gear, they can get quite heavy and dig into your shoulders eventually. So now I have two main photography bags, the 250 AW and the 400 AW. So I've got one for events and one for more hiking and adventure photography that can contain different amounts of stuff. But I did need one overall that could be used as storage as well and be able to hold all of my stuff when I'm not using it for further protection. I am looking forward now to getting out and taking more photos and using all this new gear I'm acquiring. Speaking of new gear, I'm really hoping to get the 70 to 200mm image stabilized Mark II lens from Canon before the football season starts in Australia, which is around March. That's like the last piece of the puzzle for me to have most of the gear I want before I can really jump in and do a lot of different types of jobs and have all the gear I need to do it. So it's mid-January now. I'm hoping to have it by February at some stage during that month. We'll see how things go. Otherwise, this was just a quick little review of this bag and a little update as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.